Hello guys, I would love to live in the world where justice and the value of human life are the main drivers for the political decisions. But I'm a big girl and this is a wild world, and I'm totally okay with the New Deal that actually made American President Donald Trump interested in the further support of Ukraine. Yes, we are talking about the potential access to Ukraine's rare earth minerals. We do have some like uranium, titanium, and lithium. I've received a lot of feedback from you, starting from congratulations, like you have found an argument that will persuade Trump to continue support to Ukraine and even destroy Russia. And others feel really sorry that Ukraine has to trade its treasures, its land for the sake of weapons that we should have received anyway. And I feel it is very important to show you this ordinary Ukrainian perspective on the situation, and I guarantee you that the majority of Ukrainians feel the way I do. There are some very positive things about the potential future deal. There are some things we don't like, and there is a super option that not many in the West consider. So let's discuss all of these things about Ukraine's rare earth minerals, which is one of the top Google searches these days. My name is Anna, I'm from Ukraine, I'm in Ukraine, and if you want to see the defeat and demilitarization of Russia and also protect yourself against the hybrid warfare, subscribe, we discuss all of that on the channel. But today we discuss Ukraine's rare earth minerals. You know, I'm a bit of a teacher, geography teacher today, geology teacher. You have to be very multitasking if you want to survive a very big war. So let's start with a brief introduction. You know, Ukraine is the largest country in Europe. It is very rich, starting from our geographical location, which is magnificent, with two seas, with different countries on the borders, not counting the collapsing Russian Empire, with forests, woods, best soils, one of the best soils, let's be politically correct, on the planet. We have always been the breadbasket of the world, and yes, we do have various minerals. According to these international standards, there are 17 rare earth minerals, and we do have some of them in the Ukrainian ground. I'm not talking about the Russian soldiers. They are not rare. If you get my sarcasm, please forgive that. Also, according to the US standards, they have 15 minerals that they consider very important, critical for the US production and economy. And Ukraine has like different. If we're talking about this rare earth minerals, this is definitely titanium, uranium, and lithium. There were millions of memes saying that I know we have a lot of lithium in the Crimea. That's why Trump needs to help Ukraine liberate Crimea from Russia. So if we're joking about that, we don't feel bad about that. And maybe this will be an eye-opener for many, but the idea was the future cooperation and access to Ukraine's rare earth minerals was a part of Zelensky's message when he traveled to Washington before the US elections. He mentioned that in various additional documents to the peace plan, demonstrating the partners not only this moral side of the support, but also the potential business benefits. I think it was specifically targeted on the President Trump. And I don't mind it because we don't have many other options. And if I had to choose, like, it's better to work on this rare earth minerals together with US investors or EU investors than to let Russian invaders destroy the territory and steal the treasures and use them on future aggression against Ukraine. And I'm sure this won't happen because first of all, we are good fighters, and second, we do have what to offer this world. Subscribe to see the collapse of the Kremlin and also demonstrate your solidarity with the people of Ukraine. We need that. And please support our new campaign to back up 81st and 82nd Ukrainian brigades of paratroopers. This is the elite of Ukrainian army fighting in various hot zones, including the Kursk region of the Russian Federation. This is a new fundraiser with a great Ukraine aid operations, and here I leave a link. So why am I not worried about the potential deal between Ukraine and US? First of all, because it is about the future. Any access to these minerals is possible after the end of war. Number one. Number two, after, let's say, American investors feel totally safe to start their business in Ukraine, which means Ukraine is safe, and I kind of like this idea. And not safe for a month or half a year, for 2 years. It's a big business, big money, and these people know how to guarantee their safety and security. And also it is about various technological advances that are needed to actually extract this rare earth mineral. So it's not a simple process. And once again, it is all about the future without Russia on that territories. What is interesting, the majority of these rare earth minerals are located in the east and southern parts of Ukraine, which are partially occupied or a hot frontline zone, which once again means that people interested in the work with these minerals need this territory to be clean from the invaders and safe and even demined, which is a win-win situation for us. Also, there is a thing that worries me and I don't like it, because it switches the focus from Russian war crimes, from this punishment that Russia deserves for its crimes in Ukraine, into the war of resources. And I am 100% sure that Russian propaganda will use it to say that, oh, this is the United States attacking traditionally Russian territories for the sake of rare earth minerals. Those of you who follow my channel for 3 years already, who have learned a bit about the history of Ukraine, 300 years of war between Kiev, Rus, Ukraine, and, Muscovy, Russian Empire, understand it's not about that. But the focus can be shifted from this real support to the strong nation in the center of Europe, protecting its culture, protecting its legal borders fixed in all international agreements, a nation with long history, with beautiful language, with tasty food, with vibrant culture. It may switch the focus into this rare earth minerals and the resources that you can get here. That is definitely what I don't like, especially if multiplied that we don't take Ukraine to NATO, we don't take Ukraine to the United Kingdom, do you mind? I mean, European Union and other stuff, we're just securing their resources. So this will be a very evil shift in the attitudes, and 100%, if not 1,000, 10,000, 1,000,000%, Russian propaganda will use it to persuade their population that it is evil Americans fighting for Russian resources on the territory of non-existing country. But I hope we will be able to preserve this sanity and normal communication. And once again, honestly, I believe that only very shallow people, if it's okay to say so, follow Russian propaganda narratives. Share these videos on your social media platforms to help more people de-zombify themselves from fake Russian stories. And there is one more option that is actually discussed in Ukrainian YouTube. You may be surprised to hear it. And that is that Donald Trump feels like Putin is not ready to negotiate, and Putin is not ready to accept the things that Trump, Ukraine, European partners, and I don't want to even say it, can offer him. We should offer Putin only, a silver bullet. But that he's not prepared to negotiate, that there are not enough instruments of pressure on him, and that is why Trump will decide to support Ukraine, to remain a strong leader, and that he's looking for the reasons. So he cannot say like Putin did not want to talk with me, or Putin does not support the idea of peace, and focus on why we should support Ukraine. Honestly, it doesn't matter much for me as long as we remain united in this world that is getting more and more chaotic and crazy. And unfortunately, Kremlin goblins need this chaos. So whenever we can preserve this sanity, unity, I am all in. And that is why we destroyed another command point in Kursk region. Remember to support our campaign for the paratroopers of Ukraine who are working in the critical parts of the front line. I will pin the link in the comment below. Join me on Instagram. I'm sharing more of everyday life and photos there. Follow me on X, Blue Sky, Threads, and we have an amazing Discord community. Thank you for buying me coffees, becoming my patrons and sponsors of the channel. Check our merch shop for lots of good items that work well as reminders, conversation starters about Ukraine, and yes, send Valentine's presents with a beautiful hint of Ukrainian cultural heritage. But most importantly, thank you for all the advice that you give in comments. Thank you for all the kind words that you worry, that you care about Ukraine, and that we stay united. Slava Ukraini!